Now let's turn our attention to the community of Kanyamazane in Mpumalanga, which has been protesting for several days. They are now saying government promised to fix their homes, which were damaged by hailstorms earlier in the year, but the repairs have not been done. Angry residents are demanding to talk to the president himself, Cyril Ramaphosa. ANC head office Lindokuhle House is now promising that the community that the president will visit them as soon as he can. Well, for the latest, we joined now from Kanyamazane in the Mbombela municipality by my colleague Lindokuhle Xulu, who's been covering this story for us since the protests began. Lindokuhle, good morning again. Yesterday when we last spoke to you and overnight, we haven't had any reports of any unrest. It looks like the calm that's returned to Kanyamazane seems to be holding.
Well, Prajan, very much so. There hasn't been any protest in the last 3 days. But of course, we understand that the community leaders of this area had a plan to go to Lindokuhle House and get that all-important response from the Office of the Secretary General of the ANC in Lindokuhle House to say that they are committing themselves that they will be bringing the president to the area. But of course, they were not given a response, or rather a time frame as to when the president will be able to do this. But it's an important thing for them because they actually said that they'll continue protesting until the president comes to the area. But what will be happening this morning, we understand there will be a community meeting, an important community meeting to determine whether the protest will continue or not. But looking at the fact that they are getting
we seem to have
also said that they appreciate and have no reason to doubt anything said by the Office of the Secretary General. It seems that the strike is possibly going to end today, or rather be halted, until, of course, the President communicates with them, or the Office of the President sends a communication saying that they will be coming at a certain period of time in the community of Kanyamazane.
Lindokuhle, just to help me understand, they want their houses to be restored because they were damaged in a hailstorm. Why insist on the president to be there?
Well, there are a lot of disputes that they have besides the problem of the housing. I mean, their houses were damaged by a hailstorm in May, and they're saying that, you know, until today, there are still houses that were not fixed, and that was because of a breakdown between a contractor and the province. And after that event, also, they were not informed as to why the project was halted and why people are still living in houses that do not have roofs, and others living without houses since there were houses that were demolished as well. But they have a problem with the provincial government, they have problem with local government, and hence we see the elected leaders in the community now taking over and saying that we are going to try and get the president here to sort out those governance issues in the area, not just the fact that the housing, not just the concern of the housing, but one interesting thing to also look at, Braden, is the fact that the Premier came to the area yesterday, did door-to-door visits, and promised that they will be trying to commence with the project of refurbishing these homes immediately. But we got a response from the leadership of the community that held a press conference last night, and they said that the Premier is acting in bad faith because she did not even let them know in courtesy if she was going to come in the area. And it seems that there will be a problem with the Premier's plan to get contractors in the area. But the meeting will also be addressing all of those concerns. The Premier is ready, as we understand, and the contractors and the Premier have been able to sort out their problems and are ready to move into the community and fix houses. But there is a standoff, a little bit of a standoff between the Premier and the residents here, particularly the leaders, who says that the Premier has been acting in bad faith, and hence they're calling for the president to come sort out, or rather hear their concerns about the governance of the area.
Thank you very much, Lindokuhle Xulu there in Kanyamazane in the Mbombela municipality.